Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I am going to talk to you a little bit tonight about how come when you search for something on the internet, like say you go and look at something on Amazon, then you visit your Facebook page, or you visit my blog, or you visit somebody else's blog, and all of a sudden you see that exact item that you searched for popping up in the ads everywhere. I have peanuts in my teeth. Don't eat peanuts right before doing a video. So there was a discussion in one of the Facebook groups that I belong to talking about this, and I'm just going to try to clear it up. Now, I am in no way an expert on this subject, but I am affiliated with some of these ads, so I know a little bit more of a behind the scenes than maybe somebody who has never dealt with any of this. But I can also show you things that you can do or steps you can take to maybe change the way it works with you. If you'd like, I have some links that I'm going to share with you that if you feel like doing all the reading, you can. I haven't read it, but there are ways that you can opt out of these things. First of all, let's talk about how the whole internet works. When you turn the internet on, pretty much any site, page, anything that you go to has a policy for you to read. Nobody reads them. Even Google, they have a policy for you to read. So anytime you use the internet, you are giving the internet, let's just say, for lack of a better word, permission to follow you around using cookies. So if you go to Target and you look up a 10-speed bike, Google knows that you looked at that bike. Does Target know? Target probably knows too. But not all websites are that sophisticated, and I'll explain that more in a bit. But so you go to Target, you look at a bicycle. Then you go to, let's say, my blog. And when you start scrolling through, I have ads on my blog. Those might show a bicycle or something similar. It might show the exact item you just looked at. It might show an item similar that they think you might like to look at. You are the only one seeing that bicycle ad on my blog. Meaning, if 10 people go to my blog at the same time, they're all going to see different ads in the sidebar. You're going to see ads that pertain to you. That's how it works, like on the general internet. But on sites like Facebook, and I'm assuming other social media, I really only use Facebook. Anytime you use something like that, there again is policies that you would have to read, probably take you a week. You are allowing all kinds of things. You're saying, if I use you, Facebook, you have the right to do this or that and this and that and whatever. And I know a lot of people get upset and say, oh, they shouldn't do that. You know, I have to say that it's just the way the internet runs. So if you really don't want the internet following you around, you have the choice to not use the internet. You know? And I think that after I show you the steps you can take to disable some of these things, it's going to pretty much be impossible. You might have to, be some genius internet geek to be able to figure out everything that they're telling you. So I'm going to tell you in very easy words, if you use the internet, you will be followed. Do they have the right to do that? Yes, they do, because by using the sites you go to, you are indeed giving permission for them to track you through the use of cookies. Now, let's start with a simple blog like mine. My blog has ads on it. I, myself, do not have my blog or my website set up to track anything that you do. However, the ads on my blog, which are mainly Amazon ads, Google AdSense, there's other ones too, but those are the two biggies. Those ads have permission to track what you're looking at. So that means if you go and look at a bicycle on Target's site and then you come to my blog, there's a very good chance you're going to see bicycles appearing on my blog, because the advertisers on my blog know what you are looking at because they followed you when you were at Target. Now, say you go to my site and you start looking, you look at coupons or whatever, and then let's say you go over to Walmart's site and you find an ad. You might see an ad of a coupon because you were on a coupon site. So the internet knows that and remembers that, and it follows you around. So one of the issues that everybody was talking about was that they don't want others to see what they are looking at. For the most part, people don't. Those ads are geared toward you. You are seeing what the internet wants you to see. So like I said, if you go and look at bicycles and then you come and visit my blog, I'm not going to see the bicycles that you're seeing because I didn't look at bicycles. And I will show you some more specific examples of that. I know I'm making this way complicated, but it's just very hard to make it so that people can understand. Okay, so now let's move on to Facebook. Facebook also has policies, and you give permission to Facebook. I believe it's the default. When you sign up for Facebook and get an account, you are giving them permission to follow you around. Meaning they are probably getting the information from Google and from Amazon and from all these companies as to what you have looked at and what you have done. And they have permission, depending on your settings, to let some of your friends see these things. Now, I still think that it's geared mostly to what those particular friends have looked at, but it is possible that your friends would be able to see certain things that you looked at because you have given Facebook permission to do that, whether you know it or not. So I am going to take you through, I'm going to do like an on-screen tutorial, so you'll be seeing the screen of my computer, and I'm going to show you how to disable that on Facebook. And again, I haven't read all the fine print. It may be disabling something, but in there somewhere there's probably still permissions that's going to have you seeing ads. I don't know how it all works, but at least there is a way to opt out of something to show your things that you look at to no one. But I can almost promise you it's not going to completely fix the issue, because that's just the way they have things set up. I mean, they make it, like I said, very, very hard. You'd have to dig deeper and deeper. As for the general internet, which mainly is Google running the show, and, you know, the other search engines that you use, they all have their own way of doing things. And I will show you how to find the place where you can go and read up on this and possibly make changes if you're up to it. If you feel like reading it all and you think you understand it, there's places that you can go and make some changes. Then I'm also going to show you how to find privacy policies on just about every site there is, because every site out there is supposed to have a privacy policy and a disclosure policy explaining to you what it is they do, and I have that on my blog, and it's different for everybody. So I'm just going to show you a few of those things, and maybe it'll make more sense when I take you through the steps. So let's go to my computer and let's start.
Okay, I'm going to start out by showing you a few of the ads on my blog. If you go to my blog, if you go down here, this ad right here, well, I happened to look at Barbies last night. I think you can guess for who, so Skylar. And so I'm seeing a lovely Barbie ad here. You would not see that if you come to my blog. And then if we scroll down a little bit more, let's see, I'm sure I have another ad. Okay, Kleenex. Now, this is a more generic one. Now, obviously, I have a coupon blog, so they do try to stick coupons because they figure anybody who comes to see a coupon blog is interested in coupons. So this is something that everybody might see, or again, it might just be, you know, whoever. We never know what the ads are going to be. Okay, here's another one here, Monster High. Now, I didn't necessarily look at Monster High stuff, but because I looked at Barbie, they're telling me, hey, maybe you're interested in this. Now, I've already gotten Skylar Monster High, so I do not need that. And I think that's all I have right now. And then, well, maybe at the very bottom, thought I had an Amazon somewhere here. Yep, see, there's an Amazon here. This one, I actually have it set to follow the seasons or the holidays, so I never have to change this. It'll show like it should be, I would think, showing Christmas things right now, but I don't know. I don't pay too much attention to it. So on my blog, if you go all the way down, you will see, where the heck is it? It's supposed to be there. I'm quite confused. Reload this. In the footer. Oh, I think I saw it. How come I wasn't there before? Okay. Privacy policy and disclosure. Every site is supposed to have this somewhere on their site. It'll be different for everyone. Now, the disclosure, if you want to read that, that just basically tells you that I'm affiliated with companies and that I make money on this blog, and my privacy policy. Now, this is where you're going to be able to get some info if you feel like doing all the reading to let you know. Now, basically what this is telling you, and I didn't make this up, I was able to get this from somewhere. I can't quite remember where. I've had my blog since the year 2000. Well, my domain, darlene.com, since the year 2000. But it's basically telling you that I use third-party advertising, which means there's ads on this page. I personally, my blog does not collect any info about you at all. It's just the advertising that will collect things from you. So you may opt out of these by, I would go to this page. Let me open that in a new tab, and you will see that there's plenty to read. This is all about Google's privacy and terms. It explains how they do it, why they do it, how you can opt out, and somewhere here there is how you can control advertising cookies. I think you can go to ad settings, and you can play with these links and look and see what they have for you. And then another thing here is, what is this? Network advertising opt out. Let's go look at that one. And these are, these are things that are generally across the web. It's not saying that it's just going to work on my site. If you go through these steps and read, I can't promise you it's going to fix everything, but it will help you to not be followed as much. I've never looked into it. Frankly, I don't care. My life is an open book. People can follow me around. It doesn't matter to me at all. And again, if it mattered to me, I would not even touch the internet because you're giving your life away when you're on the internet. So if it worries you that much, consider shutting off your computer and never going back online. And then you may at that point say, well, maybe being followed isn't so bad. So it's a great thing that we have the internet. So, we do have to make some compromises sometimes. Now, I just wanted to show you, for instance, Shahs. Almost any blog, if you go down to the bottom, you will see something somewhere that says privacy. Where did I find it here? Why is it so high? Oh, right down here. I'm sorry. Privacy policy. So I clicked on that. That's how I got to this page. Haven't read their privacy policy. I don't know if they do any tracking of their own, but you can see they certainly have a long privacy policy. And in there, if you have a lawyer's brain, you could probably read all this and understand exactly what you are giving Shahs permission to do with your visits, because you are here and you're supposed to be reading privacy policies of every place you visit if you are concerned, and you will learn and see what they are doing. And I think that they also give some opt-out info. I would think everybody would probably have to. So there's a link there. I don't know what that's about. You may opt out. So you can see there's something there that you might be able to opt out of. And again, I don't know exactly what all this stuff means, but I just know that there's stuff out there that we are, by using the websites that we visit, we are giving them permission to take track of certain things. I mean, I know that sounds so convoluted. It's because I really don't know what I'm saying. I have a minor understanding of what it means, but I have no way to really explain it. But now let's go to Facebook. You go to your personal profile, click on the little arrow, and go down to settings, and go to ads. And I think this is the one you want right here, ads with my social actions. Who can see your social actions paired with ads? If you go to edit here and go down, you can choose only my friends or no one. So you want to choose no one. Is there a place to save? No, it's just it. Up here, let's see, ads based on my use. Might want to look up and read more into the Digital Advertising Alliance, because like I said, those are one of the things that I'm trying to think and talk at the same time, and it doesn't work. If you turn off online interest-based, okay, you can turn off online interest-based ads. You'll still see the same number of ads, but they will be less relevant to you, meaning you can turn off. So you can choose on or off. Now, if you choose off, that means you yourself won't see. Like if you just went and looked at bicycles all over the internet, when you come on Facebook, you won't see bicycle ads thrown at you. You'll see ads, but they'll just be general ads. And then here, manage the preferences we use to show you ads. And I think this is how, oh, you can go and visit ad preferences, and then you can choose the kind of ads you would like to see. This is taking a while, and you can see that there's a whole bunch of them. So, you might actually be interested in setting that up so you can, see ads that make sense for you. Anyway, I hope that some of this made sense. I'm sure some of it might have, maybe not a lot of it, because it doesn't really make a lot of sense to me too. But hopefully it helped and gives you a little bit of understanding on how the internet works. Everybody has a privacy policy. Always just look somewhere at the bottom of any website should have privacy and disclosure somewhere. You click those, and like I said, if you have the brain of a lawyer, you might be able to find out what they're allowing you to give them. On my blog, I do not do any tracking other than with the ads that are there, and every blog, every website you go to has ads on it. I can promise you that. So that's just general. And that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. I can try to dig further if you'd like to know more, and I'll do the best that I can to help you. Thanks for watching. Bye.